I want to play this Kay Bailey Hutchison thing, senator from Texas again, that she said on Meet the Press. Chris, can we play this? This is talking about, of course, the Plame affair and Rove and Scooter Libby and whoever else is probably going to hopefully get indicted on this, and she is in high dudgeon here.
I certainly hope that if there is going to be an indictment that says something happened, that it is an indictment on a crime and not some perjury technicality where they couldn't indict on the crime, and so they go to something just to show that their 2 years of investigation was not a waste of time and taxpayer dollars.
Okay, first of all, $50 million was spent on Whitewater, and they got nothing except perjury. Now, here's what Kay Bailey Hutchison, who voted to convict him, by the way, said about perjury. Something needs to be said this is February 2nd, 1999. Something needs to be said that is a clear message that our rule of law is intact and that the standards for perjury and obstruction of justice are not gray. I think it is most important that we make that statement and that it be on the record for history. I very much worry that with the evidence that we have seen, that grand juries across the country are going to start asking questions about what is obstruction of justice, what is perjury, and I don't want there to be any lessening of the standard, because our system of criminal justice depends on people telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That is the linchpin of our criminal justice system, and I don't want it to be faded in any way. What a hypocrite. And you know what? They used to be better at their hypocrisy. She should be ashamed of herself. The Republicans impeached the President of the United States on a perjury technicality by her definition now, which, by the way, I never thought was perjury. The perjury they said that he did was in the Paula Jones deposition. And if you remember the Paula Jones deposition, the Paula Jones attorney were trying to get cute by defining sex. And they defined sex as someone touching another person's buttocks, breasts, or genitals with the intent to arouse or gratify the other person. Now, we know that he touched her breasts, for example, but I don't think that was with the intent to arouse her or gratify her. I think that was for balance. That's what I think. Here she says, this is when she voted to impeach. The edifice of American jurisprudence rests on the foundation of the due process of law. The mortar in that foundation is the oath. Those who seek to obstruct justice weaken that foundation, and those who violate the oath would tear the whole structure down. Every day, thousands of citizens in thousands of courtrooms across America are sworn in as jurors, as grand jurors, as witnesses, as defendants. On those oaths rests the due process of law upon which all our rights, all our other rights are based. The oath is how we defend ourselves against those who would subvert our system by breaking our laws. There are Americans in jail today because they violated that oath. Others have prevailed at the bar of justice because of that oath. What would we be telling Americans and those worldwide who see in America that they can only hope for in their own countries if the Senate of the United States were to conclude the President lied under oath as an element of a scheme to obstruct the due process of law, but we chose to look the other way? I cannot make that choice. I cannot look away. I vote guilty on Article 1, perjury. I vote guilty on Article 2, obstruction of justice. Let's play her again on Meet the Press.
I certainly hope that if there is going to be an indictment that says something happened, that it is an indictment on a crime and not some perjury technicality where they couldn't indict on the crime, and so they go to something just to show that their 2 years of investigation was not a waste of time and taxpayer dollars.
Kay Bailey Hutchison, ladies and gentlemen, shameless shill for the administration, a profile in cowardice, shamelessness, hackery. Kay Bailey Hutchison.